guys, so this is the last video of the day, and this is my part 3 to what was formerly known as shout-outs, and I've changed it to now calling it sharing the love, because in essence that's really what it's about. It's about, you know, sharing some love. Oh yeah, you can tell this is the 3rd video of the day. So this basically is a way for you guys to kind of share in the channels that I've been watching. Lord knows it's such a huge world out there. This is just great, easy access into different, you know, tangents, and you know how much I love those. And more so because I really love these types of videos, because I don't, again, I've always said, don't necessarily have the time to surf around all over the place. So this is kind of introducing you to different friends, and whether it be in the YouTube world or in life, you know, it's just a great way to get acquainted with new people. So let's start off with the first one. Now I'm going to say that there's only one that is a non sort of beauty related, and that's cooking with dog. It's kind of self-explanatory, isn't it? I was actually introduced or referred to this channel by Shelly. I believe her username is Magic Spell something or other. I can never remember the numbers. And she told me about this a while ago, and as soon as I saw it, I added it to the list because it's just bizarre. And Lord knows I love sort of bizarre, quirky, not quite the norm sort of stuff. And it's a channel based in Japan, and but there is sort of a voiceover of English, and it's for all you foodies out there. And the Japanese just have a wonderful way. Well, I'm not going to say just the Japanese, obviously many cultures, but just speaking about Japan, there's such a lovely presentation to everything, and there's artistry in you know, something as simple as tea. You know, there's a whole ceremony involved with it, and don't even get me involved in, you know, antiquity and sword making and all that sort of stuff. But it's a cooking channel that primarily, I would say, is Japanese cuisine, and it looks beautiful. It really is a feast for the eyes as well as the palate. And there's a dog there. That's all I'm going to say. And he's very well behaved, and it's very well produced. And it's just wonderful recipes, and it just, you know, I salivate every time I see it. So there's the first one. The second one is also from Japan, and I would say this channel is more sort of performance art, if I can say that. It's definitely beauty related, but it's more. And I think the first video I ever saw was she turned herself into a human zebra. What can I say? It's just so interesting, and she does do sort of conventional tutorials as well, Japanese, and so there's subtitles on the bottom of the screen, but most of them are sort of non-spoken, I guess. It's just sort of soundtracked with music and electronica, and you know, the zebra one just kind of, I was hooked. It was so bizarre. She had all these leggings that she kind of turned zebra-like, and she did her hair up like a zebra and did the makeup like a zebra. It was so fascinating. I really enjoyed it. And then she kind of pranced in front of the camera as though she was a zebra. Oh my gosh. So anyways, there you go. There's the next one. And the third one is actually somebody who I have known since sort of my first genesis into the YouTube world. And I've mentioned her before, I gave her a shout out before, but I never, this was before I had actually decided to do a series of these, and because I'm so crazy with organization and neatness and having everything sort of just so, it's really bothered me that she's actually not included in this series. So, and that's Poli, or Poli, from Poli Cosmetics 83, and you know, what can I say? She's just a ray of sunshine. I've always sort of said that, and the first time she popped up on the screen, it was like, oh wow. She's just one of these gals that smiles as she's talking, and very sweet, and you know, kind of, introduces me to a lot of European brands that aren't available here. But I just love to see what other people in the world are using, other ladies, especially for, you know, beauty related things. So definitely check her out. She's just, what can I say? She's just a super, super sweet gal, and I really have appreciated the friendship that sort of blossomed through this community. So yeah, so there's Poli. And the next one is funny. She actually said this to me quite a few times right in the beginning, and really it's more apt that I say this to her, because she was like, where the heck have I been? Why have I just now discovered your channel? And of course my reply was, well, I've only been on for a month or two, so that's not surprising. Whereas she's definitely been on longer than a month or two, and where the hell have I been? What rock have I been living under? But there's two of them. I was going to say there's only one, but there's two Gina's, and this is the other Gina from Love, Peace, and Lip Gloss. The other is, of course, Gina Bean and Weena. We all love and know them, and I'm sure you're already subscribed to her, but if you're not, I mean, just so fantastic. I really love that she does high and low. You know, my sort of dupe me video was kind of lame-o, even though I think it's one of the most brilliant ideas to have, because this is about sharing information. If you can get something great for less, I mean, all the power to you. So hers was phenomenal. I think she had like 20 to compare with, and she has really, I mean, my collection probably only consists of about 10% drugstore, but that's ever expanding now that I know the quality of the stuff that you can get. And her videos certainly have enlightened me quite a bit. And we have the same taste in jewelry, very, very sort of chunky, and you know, I'll tell you something. This woman has had 3 kids, and if you ever have a little tiny peek at her ab when she's doing her outfits of the day, oh my gosh, flatter than flat. I mean, it's concave almost. It's cuckoo. She is just gorgeous. The hair. She has a real sort of soft-spoken gentleness about her, but she's an incredibly strong woman. You kind of get that yin-yang with her, and I love strong women. And her family is beautiful. I mean, her children are so well behaved, and of course that's so indicative and telling of the parents and the people that they have. The parents that they have and the people that they are. There you go. So definitely check her out. Well, check them all out. They're all fantastic. But I'm sure you already know. I'm the sort of only Goomba that I don't know where the heck I've been. So there you go. The next one is sort of reminiscent of Chef Cafe, although they don't look alike. They aren't alike at all in any way, other than the fact that they're both fantastic and introduced me to Asian brands, which that's kind of a new thing for me. So, and that's Fuzz Kitty, and we just sort of had this great dialogue for the last little while, and I really enjoy her channel. She is so great with her outfits of the day. I just kind of do one outfit of the day at a time, and she will show you like 10. She'll do like a series in one video, you know, something for the office, and she'll show you 10 different phenomenal looks for the office, or, you know, on a night out or something. So I love that, and impeccable taste. Again, whether it be sort of North American or European brands, but a lot of them do have to do with Asian brands, which is really piques my interest. And just really, I love the fact that she is very much into natural makeup, because, you know, hello, I'm totally into that as well. So she does a lot of tutorials on very sort of natural makeup looks. So we love that. The next one is, well, darn it, he beat me to the punch. What can I say? I've been compiling this list for a while, and because I don't want to inundate you with, you know, like 30 different channels to go see, I kind of split them up, and he beat me to it. Darn it. And that's Michael from Sublime Agent. And of course, I'm only using people's first names when they have it on the channel themselves. For anyone else, I will respect their privacy, and I totally get that. So that's Michael, the Sublime Agent. And what can I say? Very well informed. He attends Pepperdine University, and the only reason why I mention that is because I love to say Pepperdine. Pepperdine. I mean, it's just such a fun word to say. Oh my God. You can tell this is like been a long day of video making. Yes, he really, I just love the effort and energy he puts into his videos. Very well informed, very articulate, very smart, fantastic taste in products, definitely in the more higher end bracket, I would say. And he's just a whiz at technology. I, for one, can't even edit any of my videos. So I have to do them in one take, and if I flop, well, you know, there you be. I can't do anything about that. Well, I'm sure I could, but, you know, honestly, I can't imagine doing these over and over and over again. It would feel really kind of stale and whatever. So I kind of just like a one-take wonder, and, well, wonder being the operative word there because it's kind of, but he can do split screens and crossfades and all these sorts of things. And he's very creative. He's, I believe, painted the background in all of his videos. And again, what can I say? Just incredibly informative. Also kind of a knowledge seeker like myself, just completely obsessed with acquiring new knowledge and expanding your horizons in your mind. And certainly I'm sure, as I stated to him, you know, the beauty world is just a small fraction of our interests. So, you know, fantastic channel, and he does amazing giveaways. I mean, I swear to God, he did a Mare giveaway, if you can believe that. But really informative. Really, you can see the kind of bar that he sets for himself when he makes the videos, because you can see the work and the heart involved with each one of them. And we as viewers, I mean, I just appreciate that so much. So that's Sublime Agent Michael. And then the last two are, I think, kind of newbies like myself, although the very last one I think is really new, like only a few weeks. But the next one is Mare Made 0 or O, and I'm just going to call her Mare for part of her channel name. And I would say that, you know, I think we kind of start around the same time. I really enjoy her videos. She introduces me to a lot of new products, which I hadn't really thought about or heard of. And I thought I kind of, you know, was pretty heavy into the products. So I love that she kind of introduces me to new things, and the fact that she's Canadian, so I have access to a lot of the products that she mentioned, so that's always a bonus. And you know what really made me fall in love with her? I'm just going to quickly share this with you. A while back, I do know that as your channel develops and gets more popular, it can be an influx of sort of negative comments and haters, and I'm certainly prepared for my share as well. You know, one of our mutual friends, Lisa, who I love and adore, Lisa D1, she was getting some sort of issues with that. I won't speak too much about that, but, and she briefly addressed it, because I don't think you should be addressing any of this. Don't even really give them the airtime. But Mare put up a video as this was happening to just have her rant about it and how ridiculous she thought it was. And you know, I'm sure we all think that people who spend the time and energy to put out hater comments and can kind of follow you around doing that, it's kind of sad and pathetic, and my gosh, get a life. So she kind of had her rant, and I just loved it. And what I loved even more was the fact that she said she would only post this for about a week, and then take it down. And that's exactly what she did. And I have a lot of respect for that, because you know, it's just not good policy to have that kind of vibe lingering around on a permanent basis. So it kind of defeats the purpose when you're kind of ranting at somebody who's ranting at you, to kind of have that all in the ether. But and she certainly wasn't negative about it. It was very funny, and I really gave her kudos to it. So that was fantastic. And the very last one is LeAnn, and that's Link 7979. I've only been watching her for a few weeks because I think she's just started up. So she probably only has about 10, maybe a dozen videos, but another Southern belle. She's from Alabama, so her accent is a little different from Lisa, but it's all music to my ears. I just love Southern accents, and there's just something about, I don't know if it's the manners or the hospitality and the etiquette, but it's just so warm and friendly. Lots of hauls. She's so lovely. Just has a very kind disposition. I think that's sort of the running theme. Everyone just has a sweet and kind of kindness about them. Great energy really comes through across, and it's just, they're all really, really wonderful people. I'm sure they'll all be a treat if you were to meet them in person. So tell them all I said hi, and I hope you get to check out each and every one, and you enjoy them as much as I do. Thanks so much for watching.